You have made a ruling which you now say is an opinion. We disagreed with you. We've gone to another forum where, by law, that forum has the power to interpret the law. We respected Mr. Speaker's ruling. In all of these, my first interview after his ruling was with the fact that I respect him, I disagree with him, therefore my colleagues and I were withdrawing from the chamber and will pursue the matter at the Supreme Court, which matter he was already aware was pending at the Supreme Court. In response.
Okay. I don't see way if you are yentie ato forcing. Na ono so sema odi tuja.
O'clock, we showed up at the business committee meeting on the 6th floor only to notice that the MPP members of the committee once again failed to show up at the business committee. I personally called the committee clerk and I was informed that she is out of the jurisdiction and no one has reached out to him to her to program the business of the day. I was worried and reached out also to the MPP side and to have an indication as to what their plan is. No one responded. I am deeply worried and deeply concerned that the very people that requested for Parliament to be recalled failed to show up. Clearly, what we are seeing here is an abuse of the Constitution and the standing orders of Ghana's Parliament. The NPP minority caucus have indeed caused financial loss to the state and to us, the NDC members of Parliament, and to the people of Ghana. We say this because these recalls cost Ghana money. This is not the first time that they have done this. They've done this a couple of times, but we see nothing than disrespect. We call on the people of Ghana to see the behavior of the MPP and punish them accordingly. They have certainly, everything shows that the MPP are tired, they are fed up, and they are not ready to work for the people. They are bereft of ideas and they are short of vision. They cannot solve the suffering of the people. All what they do out there during campaigns, in spite of the hardship, is to sing and dance. That's all what they do.
See MPP kwano omo go south sisifia de omo nima no omo nwene Ghana for ho de omo nima so go gina campaign o sisifia ye raba ben say obetna ase no omo amfa nkrata omo ye recall no oba he no who say minority, who say majority, omo te ho omo ka so recall no ba he no business of the day no. And Niema also discuss no Omumfa Bibia Metuna Nimintino Yente Rababi.
The dictates of the provisions of the Constitution to issue the summons for you to be here today, and I duly complied with the constitutional provision and got the administration to get the summons published to the notice of all of you. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us to transact, because the business committee, as you know, they prepare a report, and this report is adopted by the House as business agreed by the House to transact during the course of the week. In the absence of that, there is no other authority that can put business before you which you have not adopted to transact. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely. And the meeting, this extraordinary meeting, is accordingly adjourned.
Niye kosu nyina ya kwaba ene metima ka ne pain omo nwene ho Honorable Tata, good morning.
Good morning.
Now I'm born to say.
Oh, I'm not on them by boy.
Madam Roma, when I watch on Krata, I call Parliament, say, yes, I'm Fremona, and near maybe I was some could do Hunchuma. And I hear about being Cassam was say, more modern Krata by some Bessiano. Over Tracia NDC MPs abodom pemwo ni faso baby a wose mo betna empty enunti no oni bibia ya jese wasama indefinite suspension of parliament anano me no kasa wo kan say $250 million sika bi e wo say emabuna a omra so se form adwuma egu ho akwan mu ni niam bi afei border Ghana boundary bill bi ni niam bebre e wo say mutumi yansa na afina kwawiye no ehu hie nti na ma wo freye die na si ya enti manko na yetete se mo ye kokos meeting na eche dodo nti ma inform speaker say mo ye meeting no ontwen mo nukura wo mu ne say
Erika no ma mfasa kwenya wesu nchiwati fo na mnawas se mama msa kwenye netene se nia eba bonten ne ekonyina no enye no kure esan se enra so we press conference na ye na ministers so mo ko cabinet ministers so mo ye adwuma nyina ya mo nyina ba chamber but etene se anopa na ye kodu ho no eye normal thing na ye nyina ye se ye be sitting na ye caucus na caucus na ye no se speaker say leader inform na nya no kure esan se clerk na ofre no ye catch na so on catch speaker say ye caucus meeting 2 NDC for say ye ko chamber bia na mo ye caucus meeting na either so mo inform ye speaker on country no speaker try mo wie ba answer ya transit sometimes ye timi ko chamber house ansana omoba ya sheduma se 3 ansana e be sheduma se bia no speaker ma empenfo edu na ye kan ho no nyina hia na ye na adwere ho ade a ye be ye for the day
eno na mo frɛ no president no
me patron
okay
bisa se eno speaker Okoye na okwa proceedings ase no. Ofre wan. And this one no mkokoye meeting without a recall to the majority side. Yeto subium.
Maybe honorable. Now, somebody say they went for a pre-sitting meeting, my speaker.
It's never true. It's never true,
Me too.
After your marking, press conference, no, yeah. Or that day now, Speaker Babi Rule said,
okay. Matthias.
One cassette,
Now, said, no, dear speaker, and Fremo.
One phobia. And on end this one kokoye a no quarter. But near to be is a mummy said a speaker say, Why am Nimni? Why yet a Juma as a lawyer? Unim say lawyer can a Japan a lawyer when he companies in him.
Nebachoani.
Now, Bisana say, also acquire an end this one a quarter on the right hand side. A almost sitting prisoner. And then I say Mubisa. Because the Supreme Court a catch the speaker say, Ade Akye Abia, enimlem, and you will not be determined say obesity vacant. Into MPs 9 I know a Cynthia ne Kodat and no more Parliament one, or Mayor Mojuma. No speaker, Quacotanas to say, Bebia, and Quacotan your Trampia, no adiama suspend and as indefinite a year adjournment. Mogana for him was anti speaker no Obugana Milano. Because speaker na jitum say assembly war court and anything of sworn and lawyers say assembly Supreme Court here no Supreme Court in new say yes sir Supreme Court and some more assembly na the judgment or make you or parliament no este am the lawyer na argue say speaker ajiatum senator can letter no. But court na nya okra na say asem no kwese ko high court and the Supreme Court catcher na say by interpretation of the constitution now almost Supreme Court no mo to me and say speaker akofale na reply and na so wako I court go defend asem na wo court na anye ni abogu say still na ni omo aka no e won fanya adwuma me pracho speaker ba dey asem na zanko ye.
I said the Okacho said the status quo remains.
And you almost on the right hand side, no. I'll call our journey house and say, and this phone one about Betran. Abra wouldn't say a caucus. And the speaker, no, any this phone as a court to chew more contempt. It's not a kind article 2, clause 2, 3, and 4. No, what do we are? Kind Magana for NT, and that article 17, clause 1. No, your 1992 constitution. No. Or say, Article 2, Clause 2, say, Supreme Court never won't cancel the direction on our Constitution. 3 says Supreme Court ma order and as a direction. No beef is or no, the would 2 minutes will be when this were a contempt. And it is a speaker and a court on saying this when you're on as so much. Meanwhile, no meanwhile, no case. Unin said, Oko Parliament, na old solicitor workers. Now present mic no na picture be pass enye wo speaker ma okotran baby out.
Okay.
And ye Mr. So okoye na baby ndizi for net no. One, yensi san tag in free baby a. Yensi san MPB position. MPB one MPB at. And the DNT na speaker hotna ho. Or here say obe adwene house. Ne tie ne say Omo ne speaker ni ndisi foni nya ya adwene se omo ma ye nya banjuma bia se ne be ya enne sika nka ye koje na ye di bia fa nurse for teacher for on say aban publishers of nurse for be 15,000.
Yes
aban publisher ma teacher for every school afele porter say be form enne omo nyina no ye nye sika na because grants aban de international development component wo ma ye grant aban ye de ma ye Aquine womb, ensure womb, and then this was one month as a 2. Never had on a crown is on say your financial management art no, and the constitution says a year budget November beer. Now because they are got to abaninti, aban we term never end January 6th. And tip Nanado Danko Kufuado, every mean funny to me, my finance minister and far budget. The only thing of it, finance minister bit me at the Abani say, Obi bisa Parliament say man approve in November. Not January, February, March. Ghana for a year, Jumama Pino, you be true, Mukanti, your friends, a public workers budget. Yeah, be cancer vote on account. And they say a passive year, January, February, month, you know, answer na March. I buy full for a bad sword in a budget, be banner. As I say, it's your workers, Nika. And then, yeah, Parliament, if you mark up time, I bet to. So you miss us what is the implications? The toss of you. And the free senior high school, free senior high school bill I had send a bear from KG to us as a bear compulsory. And I will be at you and Mamba school. Because then this is for I said in Ketiaba Western Law or Sis or Moba. BBA free piano, MPP for near Chobo, Tombichum. Your mama said so 2 billion on fan yet free senior high school. The other bands of the Beton Kuku, Kitten, no amount of Kitten, and the branch executives. And the Grania Ghana Funyana, Ombenyabi. It's ye Mr. Say, and the companies are some petas exemption. Meno can say, and no hiring a Drusu. I know I can say, company be a baz or Babay Juma with the money. My friend say, because of Nema continuums and Domsicako. I don't know a plan or Ghana. And the end is when they alternative no. Yes, Ghana for. Say, yeah, dear, yeah, Mabasa bien see Ghana. And the end me. LED majority side no co. Palm, you do get nanomina medical room, and Mama Pat, and Habib. You would and this vote on you was a speaker, a man speech. And our journey house indefinitely. Yeah, deciding as majority caucus and say. Yeah, Kone and create problem here. If you never copy December to about 11, 12 for Parliament, and Sanayaba. But me boom pious and young coupon. Ebe talk Ghana for Kuma so say. You bet to about near ye vice president or war fishing. No thing about 12 free senior high school no so. Obi mami chum. Senior Proverbs chapter 23 verse 18 can so mada chinchi. Na Proverbs 22 verse 6 and say training akwalano se na be ya da tu honu no. Ye be sre Ghana for ni party ma etim bia. Say ene na no so a etena bi du wo fa so na na bi so. And it is all kind Bible na Isaiah 43 verse 18 say ni etwom bia ye mani twom 19 so be ya de foforo ade bia wani na so. Ene na wanya etena e bi du so. Send baby protective senior high school and ne offer calculation about their about and the Minister of Education their about school fees, admission fee, books in Colano enter the no money man who can boom 18,800 and can offer kutia kania or spend no and they are buying their chok a yisika bind their gubutum. Your best sre party man and then no news that be do so. Your best sre Ghana for. So NDC4 is not alternative for Ghanaians.
All right.
Because omo message nyina ne say omo de omo ba niam MPPI no mbese no. Omo wi dompe no ya krokra dompe na ma na etua free senior high school. And na etua nurses allowance. And na etua teachers allowance. And na etua workers ka. And this say can na omo for teacher for e bi no ye adwuma 24 months e ma omo 3 months allow ayi pay no. Yes, sir. Then your speaker per se, or the Ghana near this for person or Parliament. No, ne fire so near Kaze democracy in Muno. Because you're not on his statement and as a press conference or yen, who did you buy any judges, lawyers at them, and ne ato forcing, a court a jano, our de part a big good Parliament in Yanano, or Supreme Court a Maoda, Unisu. Yenano.
Honorable Alex Tete, John Obi Ameda say a contombra. Yaw. It's sad. Yaw menya de eko sui we the back and forth in Parliament. Babna way I see you. By our idea. Enkwada mako 70,000. Chimio. Mebro Marie School 70,000 na abain asleti de agu ho say or form adwuma 250 million Sikana at that parliament, no. Grant a woman, no. It's almost about half of the money. Says Sikano, I buy, me say, hospitals be nominated. Come for nothing. Appointment letters. Ya only any akachom so mu hold on.
Yes.
Because the government will have to give a financial clearance. Says Sikano, it is meant for roads. It is meant for employment. Any other things. Some people feel say a better political capital.
Yes.
We are no free moi. Yaw. Parliament was here. Near Kosun Yane. Yasar Achem. Utie John Obia, Oma decides so municipal parliament bill. Compem see a betuaba. O Casano, or say, Omo I imagine say, O municipal parliament bill. Compem see a betuaba on Besaba. No more slave this say. On your day. On punish it. NDC for that is unknown as him. And we know ye Ghana for the decided. But me must say, enti yewra babin. Supreme Court asem na tado sorry ko gina ho no. Or the year juma no mfanya juma. Because we say one make Supreme Court and some mo trouble we say and nipa na no mo be juma no. Enya ne kwan so. Etina ma lawyer koye. Lawyer no koye no. Supreme Court aboni nyina egu say onfa ne omo kan ne koye adwuma. So the status quo is what? Majority and minority. It's be NDC 40 no. Now over try honom say wo ba be adwuma no. Supreme Court no open animtia.
And papa yi enkomo wo de ade obi eso a awodame kra me na me bisa ho asem say so a member of parliament na say wo pesa wo kasa kra wo parliament ono mo na
umia de no so a umfoni ni beto. Eti me bo so omo ye business and NDC bi ka so sorry and omia so and obi foforo mfoni ni beto ho a eno no ka de na ewra ba beka
ana no ma change edin na
they have not changed the tax and ya de na to order daw eti wutimi for one day electronics eti umia so a your picture shows
okay
na ehun say honorable Kofi Bua
and the
pese kasa tax no utie Alex Tete ekonobia yensesa no electronically manually nothing has changed enti no baby a me metie no aha meti no me picture nem bibia na da ho
so umia ayi no button no so pesa wo kasa
umia button no so you can't do that. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Yewra Babina Sheya, he will go down as the worst speaker. Sheya dear Fanan, no NDC new. Obia Fanan Supreme Court to Crada.
Yeah.
Bamfo
Joyce
Bamfo Ado.
Yeah.
Bejina Sechi Hughes. La Ajete.
Peter La Ajete.
Now man from
party for cry accused.
Now man from Pose. Do Ajahoye biased.
Yes.
What you say BBC or Parliament? Virtually almost 3 or 4 times they will rule in Ako Supreme Court. Just say what you are the first speaker you batch dear when him. Ya kunto kwa be miensa e Parliament wunkwa. Now baby I can't say you want to leave a legacy as a stronger. You have weakened Parliament than any other. And I say, unim said dear the war pill, said dear no pill, and they and Bofra Gufie. Ye former Juma, November, January, February, first quarter, almost salaries, beba. Sa public workers bill now, Mokoyeno. Say, Amaswa, January, February, March, Ghana Juma for you, Jaka. Opio ya Benjamin Bia, and was so much Samrano because Embremuno. Ye nima ban obebentino na na do tumi fa ne tumi nkoye budget ma aban no enti o ma ye mra se 3 months first quarter no obeye bibia e betima ma ye tu adwuma ye foka ene ne ma ba ko mienu miesa ye nyai LI 2462 mema omo mu digala forest reserves no ye free ho eyamo Sambra no Attorney General has been directed say immediately all family na se beje fie na kamu ntwam eyamo yensu ansu ane yakwaye na sei eno de se si amoye omo forest no omo bo se o
oh yes say nyama so
omo bo se by December after no omo be speedy off because when him say bia next government go be twam and incumbent no crown we near be obey sa lo no omo after no be say last hour omo be say forest ne pa
be 2 months to
and then e chey enkwala gufio me say abaya recruitment 70,000 people and offer omo. You see the fact say koto about that from me say ni say government business cost. And this say ka say e kwan ye nya ntwen ansa. Ya was say akwaje bu sia be adwuma. Na 2 months na kan in the life of Ghana woni be betumasi. About 20. Obi fi say ya obi benya favor bi wo Ghana for anim ti. Yen say no. I recover for am fi West MP say 250 million loan dey ensi na ensi kira. Ya want to be. Aye rababe Ghana mre nimni to sell. Supreme Court ama ruling na what chia faso. No be try ka bibi na tia wa obeka so omra privileges committee akai. Because all Supreme Court I didn't tell also bibu parliament. Bibi I am number 2, I am number 1, me o to me. MPP for mu jejeje. Na anu ya na mokofa bae. Mo koto aba. Mo vi se mo mu bi mu bu afu. Enti mo ko panishe mo party.
Mo vi se mo ye Michael.
Na insanu adwuma ne. Insanu adwuma ye nwanwa. Onyame a wote ase. Eno ne. Nipa kro to aba ma ababe no. O magene bo.
Waya de pa. Ene. Mo jejeje.
Parliament to kwa nyama and I know you're about being kasa attacking the executive and the judiciary. Say, on one carbon number so much parliament a week. And by your own dictates and your ruling, and I'm a parliament a week.
Also, one your ruling, oh yeah, statement. Oh yeah, no.
It does not mean say one ruling say a man telling a baba wano or monko tranche. It's your papa Mashebe Jeffia. And your majority minority, the status quo should remain. Why do you go and sit and allow NDC and members so momentna majority ho? Abra unim say Supreme Court ruling say and your montna biano.
Me dear ha me pie say one of the media guys kobusa and say inti enra no moko adwuma no NPP for betna hen
say enyo na
NDC for atna hen o say no enye
na adwuma. Meanwhile, when an issue came in your initial statement, you declared in Parliament, Una would declare, say, when it became 117, a mayor Tokwabino, Una would declare, say, the MPP has a single majority. Omotrabiano will send it fast. You know, what she say, and then the overcatcher Ghana for say, and
you say,
me,
Adia me who papa no who say. Akunta ase Babin person kire say since 1992 speaker say yenyo mu nyina ye mfomso ono na eba be ekọ
nanka
so ne Babin na ye nyina no ekọ
he is correcting some wrongs
since 1992 a Ghana ye de kebma menka bi ye adwuma ye nya
Ricardo
started so be adwuma no speaker we a obeka set ye mfomso no Babin wa bad ne no ono na eba be correct sa mfomso a speaker for abenyina ababaye and no any speaker babin the problem ama say parliament no anwene say edi esi wono mo sa
says I say person say Supreme Court need to me crowd of parliament so
yes
but this is an issue of interpretation. They have not interfered with your standing orders. The interpretation is a supreme preserve of the Supreme Court. Now we fi say asema mo troye no senya ade na wan tra ho na wo lawyers call ayi. You took your lawyers there to question what they have said. You went there and they told you, say, let those 4 people come back. It is a 4 majority there. Who is the majority now? It is the MPP.
I say, I say Ghana Nedia. ɛna wahyehyɛ ne style bi ɛna asɛ nipa bi aba bɛsɛ no nto wabɛɛ deɛ ɔbɛsa aba ɔbɛyɛ no
eti ɛkɔto abɛnti ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana sizi
ɛno ne problem
sɛ si a baabi a ɛwɔ yi nipa dɔm egu fie a aban no pɛ sɛ ɔmfa wɔn adwuma no aba 20 million fa wɔn ade
wama asɛ the investment ɔman na yɛ ɔba bin mu since 1992 experience a wanya any opportunity a Ghana for the man say uncle parliament not this time on for the experience any
yeah to abama no nyenya na yetra aka say Bavin is so experienced so we will see a parliament that so strong. Can you call this parliament strong?
Emfa hone sani omunyina 137 130 yeah expect some kind of leadership any experience be from Babin enya no ne yehu ne nei nya no wa Ghana for boka won ho agu kwa papa no.
How can this thing happen?
Speaker of Parliament. Since 1992, our Parliament. Ghana, Asheno, Etia, S. Gracia, Diamanesa, Ashenoa, Comfort, Noa, Besine, Senka. This time, ordinary only experience. Ebebo, Mino.
Now, because clerk of Parliament and they decided maybe obinta no obinta and you no more asem na ma NDC nya tumi NDC a caucus enya tumi kontra baby na you no more asem na mema o ma free ho clerk of Parliament be to catch out to forcing say sorry free
akota that day now
what are you talking about
not the clerk of Parliament etin nchen I don't know one reformer clerk of Parliament say my job clerk of Parliament
speak to it
no we here no so okay you call adwuma ye de anim say MPP better right NDC
now what to be that
no akwa here no so
boss meba boss this is in ni nyina kire say
we asem
boss no this is in ni nyina kire say de ekon wa yinani who clerk of Parliament betuma come out force order I don't know my Ricardo
papa no ma nipa
any man to say I mean chamontum bani ankobra ya ba be di komo bebre o meyi who person man Ghana na embungu because you koto aba momfa hey edi asem ni Supreme Court ma order na ye bagu now when you come back na say wo na wo no NDC na wo power na Supreme Court ma order na MPP for also react like that what would you say your man on the say no everything rise and fall on a leader and this is you Babin the SCPA wa
let's get ready to
my name is Kwesinyantich. In this region sports is all about
Sompa Sport for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Are you